Welcome back. Today we feel like reviewing Return to Oz.
And we're going to pair that with Flying Monkey's very own Smash Baum Atomic IPA, a Canadian craft brewer with an Oz twist.
What's the matter? What is it?
She has a chicken with her.
Chicken?
Now, it's been several years since Dorothy's last adventures in the Land of Oz. She's still talking about it, and her aunt and uncle are like, Dorothy, you cray-cray. We gotta take you to a doctor. So they take her to a doctor who shows her a mechanical man, some squeaky wheelie things which she gets strapped to, and right as she's about to get electroshock treatment for her condition, a thunderstorm occurs, and she escapes during the storm, goes down a flooded river, and wakes up in the Land of Oz with a talking chicken. Now, how do you know this is the Land of Oz? Well, there's lunch pail trees, there's a mechanical man, TikTok, and of course, Wheelers, the new creepy baddies. Now, Dorothy and Billina the talking chicken go along with TikTok to the Emerald City, where they discover that all of Dorothy's friends from before are now turned to stone. So Dorothy and TikTok and Billina get captured by the Wheelers and taken to Mombi, a super evil witch who likes to switch heads like clothing. Pretty disturbing. They escape by flying on a gump tied to a couch with palm fronds. They also meet Jack Pumpkinhead, who's my favorite character, and Dorothy meets the Gnome King, who's this all-powerful sorcerer and ruler of the underground realm. He's all like,
Dorothy, I want to play a game where you can, touch things and say Oz.
and Dorothy's like, but I want to get my friends back, please. And he's like,
I'm sorry, I can't help you, honey. You gotta play this game of mine.
okay, I could do that, I suppose. So she plays the game, she figures it out, the Gnome King eats an egg and dies, the end.
I had a lot of fun watching this. It wasn't ever part of my childhood, but I've seen other reviews where people said it was creepy, and I guess it did poorly in the box office when it came out because it wasn't quite like the MGM film. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the MGM film, but most people know with Judy Garland, you got happy times, songs.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
But I am told that this is closer to the books.
It's very close to the books. This movie really seems more like a fan tribute to anyone who's read the books. L. Frank Baum wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, which the MGM movie was based off of, but he wrote many more. And this movie is a mix of the second and third in the Oz series. You have the Land of Oz and Ozma of Oz. And so this movie kind of picks apart different elements and weaves them together into a single story. And for anyone who's read the books, they could, you could pick apart like, oh, well, you're missing this character, and what about this? But the movie does a really good job of taking those stories and making them into a viewable film.
I found the creepiest element to be the Gnome King and his little minions, which I thought was a great artistic choice to use Will Vinton's company for the stop motion.
They took animation and made it miles beyond.
Mind-blowing.
It's great
what
stuff.
they can do. Yeah.
I want to go a little bit into the practical effects. You have Jack Pumpkinhead, which was essentially this giant pumpkin-headed puppet that they worked, and it's beautiful to watch. And during the scenes where he had to walk, you have this tall, skinny, lanky guy that they had to find just for that part. You also have TikTok, who was played by this contortionist who was doubled over backwards and walked on his hands during the filming.
There was a lot of magical things in this movie, especially with the animatronics and the simple special effects. I really enjoyed the part where they took the gimp and tied it to the couch.
It's Gump, by the way. Gump, not Gimp. Continue.
Oops.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
I just like that haphazard creation.
You have this couch with a dead animal's head stuck on it that manages to somehow fly them to safety.
Yeah, everything looked a bit awkward, but it was very lovable.
Yes, exactly.
You like all the characters, and I don't understand why people find these characters scary. I find them charming.
Come here.
And it was a lot of fun. The thing that confused me the most was, and this is the climax of the film, but the egg?
The egg. Okay, so in the books by L. Frank Baum, eggs are poisonous to gnomes. And I don't know that this movie did a really good job explaining that. They tried to allude to it with the fear of chicken. Chicken! As someone who knew Oz, that made sense to me. But watching this film, I could definitely see where someone
Yeah.
would be like, "Oh, well,
It was just yeah, it was like one of those
oh,
what
he
moments.
eats
It was
an egg and
very
he's dead?
confusing. And then that was like the finale, and it's like
it's a
okay.
Deus egg,
Sure.
Deus egg machina. That's for you out there. Oh boy. It's a great fantasy story. It's dark and dangerous, but still has that magical feeling to it. It's got great special effects, and it goes to show that you can have a wonderful Oz-themed anything that's not tied directly to the MGM film and have it be good. So let's try this Oz-themed beer and see what happens. Cheers.
Charles.
Cheers. It's got a mild hoppy smell. A little bitter, nothing crazy.
Yeah, the flavor is definitely more on the malty, like biscuit side.
Yeah, it definitely has a biscuity quality to it. It's not like a citrus or a flowery aroma or anything like that.
Yeah, as far as the hops, it's more of that vegetal bitter bite.
Now this beer, very clearly influenced by Oz, and that's something that they may be trying to sell the product with. This isn't the only time that Oz has been used to sell products, and I managed to find Topps brand Return to Oz cards with bubblegum. So in addition to our normal review of the brew and the movie, we're going to review bubblegum
From the 80s.
from the 80s. Stick gum. So let's get right to it. I have a Cowardly Lion. I have a Cowardly Lion. Oh, it's stuck to the back. My gum is stuck to the back of the card. I have TikTok's crotch.
I got the crotch too. Nice.
Ooh, I got a Tin Man sticker.
Ooh, I got a sticker of one of the Wheelers. I'm
All
keeping
right,
that one.
Enough of that. Let's try the gum. Okay, mine is in 3 pieces. Cheers.
Charles.
Cheers.
Charles.
This is bad gum.
So thanks for watching Review and Brew. Oh.
We'll see you next time.
If his brains ran down, how could he talk?
It happens to people all the time, Jack.